has like parlor tricks in it still, basically. And it's still like one of the best rides ever.
Sure is.
Show enough. It's like crazy just tricks. The other rides just like have like screens and shit. They don't have to get clever anymore. Do you think about that ever though? Like think about how you had to be clever back in the day with Haunted Mansion. And they still haven't changed most of that stuff. Think about the advanced technology that doesn't exist in the Haunted Mansion that exists everywhere else, and it's still a better ride. Much better experience.
It is a much better experience.
And it's like, it's just trickery. It's real ghosts, maybe.
I mean, it's never been proven to be otherwise.
You seem very excited right now.
I just want to get into it.
Is it because the champagne's been popped? The wine is flowing. You understand where we're going. We are going on a backlot tour, and I'm your tour guide, Captain Zach. As what he always is, Beans.
Or Jana. And never say understand again. That did not flow well. I didn't like it.
It did not flow well.
It did not flow well.
You said flow.
It did not put me afloat.
Tell me where we're driving this duck boat today.
All right. So we are pulling up to the docks at Disney Springs. And we are continuing our best and worst gift shop series.
There's a lot of gift shops here.
Yeah, so we will not be covering.
We're not gonna go every one of them.
Yeah, there's 95.
To be honest, like the new edition, like all the.
Yeah, let's talk about that first.
It looks great.
So
it's so hoity-toity though.
Back in like the 2010s and before, it was Downtown Disney.
Pleasure Island.
Yes, it had Pleasure Island, and West Side and the Marketplace.
Wait, this is before we went. We used to go. We started going. You're talking about before. Like, when did we start going? 2010.
Yes.
So you're saying, when did it change? I thought it was like way later. What are you talking about?
I want to say it changed around 2013 is when they started construction on
turning it into. 2013. I thought that was like 2018.
Oh no, it's been longer than that. Let me actually look.
Hold on, because
Let's fact check.
Now, like maybe I went through a time warp, but I don't know it.
Downtown Disney was officially renamed Disney Springs on September 29th, 2015. The name change came after a 3-year renovation and expansion project.
So that's been like that for
almost 10 years.
Almost 10 years?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm very confused now.
It's wild stuff.
Like even the parking decks and stuff? They've been like that for 9 years?
No, the parking decks I don't think have been there 9 years. No,
wait, hold on. All the new construction happened 9 years ago? There's no way.
It happened more than 9 years ago. The construction was happening. I remember the construction was happening when we were there for our wedding.
I feel like, no.
Yes.
No.
Yes. They had like parts of
like
Pleasure. They had parts of Pleasure Island unavailable.
I hate that word.
Pleasure.
Pleasure Island. It just sounds so like.
Sounds so naughty.
Gross.
And not Disney. Even though it was from like Pinocchio, but.
It sounded gross in that too.
Apparently though, Pleasure Island, like before, is either before
like
90s.
A nightclub feel.
Well, yeah. But let me talk. Before.
Okay.
Is either 1996 or 2004. I think it's before 2004. You had to have a ticket to get into Pleasure Island. Like it was a separately ticketed thing and was not part of Downtown Disney.
Wasn't it like clubs and stuff though?
Yeah. It's nightlife.
I mean, it's a lot of bars now, but like it seems way fancier.
Closed. Yeah. It's nicer. It's not the same type of party atmosphere.
Can you tell me Jelly Rolls is closing?
Yes.
That's a bummer.
Figured we'd talk about that more in like a different episode of.
I just thought about it, just like because it's kind of a club.
It's
what's the one next to it? That's actually
Atlantic Dance Hall.
Atlantic Dance Hall. Okay.
Jelly Rolls is closing early January. Like I think January 1st.
Because it's too good.
It's so good. I don't know.
We've only been once.
I don't know.
It was awesome.
It was fun, and it is a favorite place at our agency retreat every year. Though I haven't been back to it since you and I went, just because I'm so tired.
It's not a place for kids, but like
no. But even on the retreats, it's like y'all are going out at 10 o'clock. That's too late.
We were hammered, and we met Joey Fatone.
Yeah,
and it was
a good time.
It was awesome. Anyways, go back to the springs, which have changed 9 years ago. Which I don't trust. I think everyone's gaslighting me now. I think you're.
Look it up.
No, I don't trust it now
I don't know why you don't trust it.
because I don't. I think it was done 4 years ago.
I think you're forgetting about the time blip that was the pandemic.
No, I'm counting that in there. Okay, it was pre-pandemic. It was okay. I'm thinking it got done 2018.
No.
Okay, whatever. Let's move on.
No, okay.
I don't trust you.
Can we talk about the parking though?
Yes.
The parking was terrible
Oh my god, it's the worst.
before the makeover.
It was like you might find a space, and then if you didn't, you just leave.
It was only surface level parking. God, we would spend an hour sometimes just circling the
It's
parking
just
lot.
like everyone's a vulture. You like see someone
Yeah.
coming, you're like, get him, get him, get him, and you just like run, like you just drive over.
Oh,
to
it was awful.
and you hope that no one's gonna be a dick to you.
Absolutely awful. And the parking lot was like right behind where World of Disney is, and there was like a little walkway between.
Well, they had parking throughout, but like it was just like that's where we went. We would never go to the other side. We still don't usually go to the other side that much.
Yeah, where you have to like walk across the bridge,
Like the
across
hoity-toity
the
side.
street.
It's like very hoity-toity now.
Yes, the makeover was.
It looks good. It's just like I don't care about any of the
It's
stores.
beautiful. It's great. It's just it's not Disney feeling
No.
anymore.
Like, I don't know if it needs to though. But
And
the other
it's-
side still does.
I'm not gonna lie, it's a little overwhelming now.
Yeah.
And we've been going to this new part for 9 years now.
This is not. I don't think that's
and
9 years.
I feel like I still don't know how to fully navigate it.
Look this up. When did Tommy Bahama open in Disney Springs? That'll tell you. Okay? Because that wasn't there.
Opens at 10 a.m. tomorrow.
Pocket Robot failed.
That one opened in 2016.
Like, that's closer to what I said.
Zach, I don't know why you won't believe that it opened in 2015.
I don't know.
I'm sorry to disappoint you.
All right, well,
Like,
I think it's lying again. When did Flavortown open?
that wasn't until I think 2018. Oh, it opened in 2015, the same year that area was rebranded
Okay,
as
now
Disney Springs.
I really think everyone's messing with me now. Okay. Moving on to the actual stores.
Although now looking below that, Orlando Weekly says that it opened in 2018.
Ooh. So there's a split timeline here that happened that I'm part of this one, and all you guys aren't part of the other one. Who's telling the truth here? I think it's 2018. I think everyone else is full of shit. I don't trust it now. Come on, that put a seed of doubt in your head that like we're like maybe
I'm just gonna look it back
you're
up.
like maybe they're wrong. Maybe the construction was still going on also, but like
It probably
it just
was.
wasn't open fully like to walk around. And maybe that's in my head of like when it was like 2018 is when they actually had the walkways open. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
It's wild.
All right, let's get into these stores because
Yeah.
some of the ones I
Yeah.
used
So
to like.
obviously we will not be covering all the stores.
No, because like I don't think we've been in like even half of them. There's no way.
Yeah. So I feel like we're probably gonna stick to like the marketplace
Yeah,
side
we're-
or town center.
we're
Is
sticking
it
to the
town
side that we
center?
know.
They've renamed stuff so much.
It's like what did that used to be called though? Like we're co-op and like
Yeah,
where we always go.
Well, can't remember if that was called marketplace or not.
Well, okay. For everyone, we're going to be talking about the side that we like. Which
We're
is
not talking about
like the world of Disney,
whatever
Art of
is on the
Disney.
Planet Hollywood side.
Yeah, the Planet Hollywood. Why is the Planet Hollywood still there?
I don't
How
know.
is that there?
I don't know.
It's like didn't Planet Hollywood's like
Went
They-
bankrupt or something.
yeah, like came and went.
Yeah.
I'm surprised there's not a Hard Rock there.
Maybe because there's a Hard Rock at Universal.
And
Like there's
and
the Hard Rock
River-
Hotel
like the
at
Riverwalk or
Universal.
whatever. City Walk has it, I think.
Yeah, but there's the Hard Rock Hotel.
They have like a
at
real like
Universal.
venue and stuff there. I think.
Yes.
Like it just
Yeah,
Disney,
they do
Disney has like the
concerts.
House of Blues, I guess. So they're
Yeah.
just like we can't compete with the Hard Rock.
Katie and Ryan love House of Blues.
We've eaten there. I ate there once. I liked it.
I haven't eaten there. I don't think they're gluten-free friendly.
I mean, this was like 10 years ago that I ate, but it was like,
So that is one thing about Disney Springs is that the restaurants there are not Disney owned.
yeah, well,
So-
it has that whole lawsuit that just happened.
they're not Disney owned. So they're not, if you have an allergen, like you kind of have to be, I feel like a little more careful than you ordinarily would like inside the Disney parks. Not everyone is going to put their allergen information online like all of the other Disney World restaurants do. So just be aware of that.
But the two best are obviously Deluxe and Earl of Sandwich.
Deluxe.
Deluxe.
D-Lux.
D-Lux. Really good burgers.
Oh
Anyways,
my
let's
gosh.
get
It is like the best, one of the best burgers.
let's get the stores finally.
Yeah, we're not talking about the food.
Okay. My favorite store to go into has always been the Art of Disney there because it's the flagship. And it's almost one of the only ones left now.
And it's right there when you get off the boats from Saratoga, Port Orleans, Riverside, and French Quarter, and Old Key West. So it is on the very far end of Disney Springs. It's like the first store that you get to on that end, or last store, depending on which way you're walking.
And I would, at this point, we've said it a few times. Like, if you see something in that store,
Get
it's
it.
probably not going to be in the other ones. Guaranteed, it's
And it
almost not going to be
probably
there.
won't be there the next time you go.
The lithos, like the statues, like the most, like, let's be honest, the other ones are crap. And it's like,
Yeah.
they're not going to have, like, this one has way more.
This one has changed a lot too, and it's a little
It
more
used to be
crap
better.
than it used to be.
Yeah. Well, also, they had the that art section that used to be in the co-op, and they moved it to there now, which I don't like. Because it's kind of like an afterthought that's in the upper part of the store. I don't know
Yeah.
what that part.
Yeah.
It used to be.
It used to be where you
What
could
is
like
that?
design your own T-shirts.
Yeah, it was like a T-shirt
and
thing, and now it's just kind
Um,
of like the lithos and stuff, I guess.
Yeah, and they had like books in there.
But like, I liked the part of the co-op that was like separate because that's where we saw like the Tower of Terror sign that we never got that were stupid. There was like a Nautilus sign. There was like all this other stuff that they used to have that was like different, and now it's gone. And now it's just like woven into the Art of Disney, which is fine, but like it's just not as good as it used to be. Like everything else. I'm just gonna keep complaining about it. But I still love the Art of Disney.
I one thing I really do like about the Art of Disney store is they have like these little kiosk stands where you can order prints. Like
Yeah.
if
There's one in here.
so if you see like something that is a canvas on the wall, and you know the canvases are like a few $100s, and you're like, I just really want just a print of it, you can like go to these little kiosks and search for it, and if they have it, you can order it from there.
In a bunch of different
Casper
sizes.
will
too.
help you
There's
order
also
it,
a
but-
whole mess of other stuff you can find.
Or
there.
if you want something in a canvas, they can do the canvas. They can even frame it through that thing. But you can, it would obviously take a long time for you to like go through the whole catalog that's in there. But if there's something specific you're searching for, especially if you're like, I just want a Pirates of the Caribbean print,
Yeah.
you can search by attraction.
And
you
it
know?
goes in through that co-op like one too now. Like I think it has like it used to just be like the Art of Disney stuff, but it does pull in those co-op ones now too.
Yeah, yeah. The ones that
But
used
you
to
can
be in the
also
co-op.
search by artists because I was curious to see who like I found Danny Haas in there because he's like a Disney artist, but like
And Eric Tan.
yeah, you can find a lot more that they don't have out if you just go to those kiosks, and you can print it in many different sizes. Like they have like small, medium, large. So if you don't want to spend that much, and I don't think it took that long to ship, from what I remember. And it's a good print.
Yeah, it's a good print. We also have the Cinderella one too that we don't have hanging anymore.
Which one?
It was Cinderella at the ball, and it had like French words
No,
on it.
it's in Olivia's room.
Oh, okay.
That's like a full size poster. That was like a.
But we
I don't-
ordered that.
Did we order that?
We ordered that.
Okay. I don't remember ordering that, but
I do.
it's a full 24 by 36. So
Yeah. So
yeah, that's in her room. It's been in there for like years.
we're only ever in there when it's dark for
We
bedtime.
were just in there like a few minutes ago.
Again, it was dark. We
It's
were
right
putting him to
next- It's
bed.
right next to you. But yeah, no, don't sleep on the kiosk. They have those in actually all the. I think that I know the one in Epcot has it, and I think
Oh, does it?
yeah, it has it in the corner. It's
I'm just
kinda-
like not
it's
in
an
that one
afterthought.
enough to.
but that's the only other one now, right? That's
Yeah.
the other ones are closed.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so they do have it there, but yeah, you can have it shipped to your house. I think from there too. I think that's how it works.
Yeah.
Doesn't ship to your room or anything because it's like a separate company, like printing them out and stuff. But anyways, that's my favorite store, and then another one that's favorite is going away. You said the Star Wars store.
We'll get to that. So right next to that one is 365 Days of Christmas, and our special girl Cassidy. That is where she did her first Disney College program.
That store is bananas to me. That's just
I
like,
love that store.
I know you do. I'm just
I love it.
as the resident Jewish person. I'm like, it's fine. Where's all the Hanukkah stuff that I don't want to buy?
They do have a lot of Hanukkah stuff now.
I don't want to buy
Well,
it.
not a lot in comparison to Christmas, but they've
Hanukkah
got
stuff
more
is
than
not
they
very
used to.
fun.
Yeah, I bought the kids Hanukkah PJs, and
They're like, oh, cool.
I'm like, oh, thanks.
Do they have like menorahs and stuff?
They did one year when I was working at the store, and I remember one year too. I bought like a ceramic dreidel
It's
that
here somewhere.
I have not seen that since we were in the old house, like before Olivia was born.
Well, let's be fair. Like the Hanukkah stuff is just not as fun.
Yeah, but
But if we
come out with
got a
different
cool
stuff every
menorah,
year.
maybe
They did one year, and I didn't buy it, and I regret that.
What's a cool menorah to you?
I don't know. It's Disney themed, so that was cool to me. Yeah,
I
I really
mean-
do like that store.
It's a large store for that much. Like
It is
Christmas.
a large store. It's
It just keeps
everything
going.
is fun in there. It's just fun and gives you all the holiday feels. They're gonna have pretty much every single ornament from the parks and from online in that store. So it's kind of like a central Christmas decor shopping location, and it's also one of the places you can go if you want to get something personalized, like with not like stitching.
Oh, we did that one year, didn't we? For like, did we get our names on something? I can't remember.
I can't remember, but
Like on like an ornament.
yeah,
Did we get Olivia's name on an ornament?
no,
What am I thinking of?
I don't know. But anyways, it's like, yeah, they'll like do like the really pretty handwriting and decoration stuff like on the ornaments there. It does take time to do that. And
No.
and they do charge you for it obviously too. You can also, like with the buttons that you get at Disney, like, like first time visitor, like happily ever after, happy birthday, those things, they'll also do the nice name style on the buttons too. I think it's like $3 per button or something.
All right, moving on from Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
What is that place called? The Trading Bay or Trading? It's closing now, you said.
No, that's not what I said.
What did you say?
It is the Star Wars Trading Post.
Yes.
It is closed.
Oh,
Right
it's not
now.
closing.
It is actually closed. And the stuff from there has been moved to like a Star Wars Outpost, which is on the other side of Disney Springs, a different Star Wars stuff. But if you look online right now, it says, and I don't know if they do this every year and we've just missed it. It says Star Wars Trading Post has been transformed into Santa's marketplace for the holiday season. During this time, find treasures from across the galaxy at Star Wars Galactic Outpost. So to me, that says it will be coming back after the holidays.
So they're just using it as like a Christmas store for now.
Yeah. Maybe you can meet Santa there now. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah. So it sounds temporary,
It's like it's one of the few places you can get a lot of the Galaxy's Edge stuff because they have all the hilts usually.
Yeah. So it's almost like, so in our last Best and Worst Gift Shops episode where we talked about Hollywood Studios, and you had like Tatooine Traders and Doc Ondars and the store that changed that was on Hollywood Boulevard. That
Yeah.
was part
It's
Star
kind of
Wars.
an amalgam of those.
Yeah,
three.
it's like all three of them together. So it's kind of nice because you get to see pretty much everything at once.
Yeah.
Now, if you go down to the Star Wars Galactic Outpost, that's going to be mostly different stuff
Wait, which one is that?
on the other side.
Like the one by the Harley Davidson,
Yeah.
like down there.
Yeah.
Is that still a Star Wars store?
Yes.
Okay. Remember wasn't there a Marvel store that's not there anymore?
Yeah.
Remember the Vinylmation store?
Yeah. I think that's what the
Oof.
Marvel store took the place of.
Yeah, the Marvel store
Yeah.
like took over for that, and I don't even know if it's still Marvel because we haven't been down there.
Yeah.
We're
It's
talking
so
about,
far to
it's
walk.
right across the street. Like it's right street. It's right across from like there's a Starbucks
Mm-hmm.
there and like a Harley Davidson store. It's like a very far end, so
Yeah.
we usually don't go there.
Honestly, one reason we don't go there is because
We're disappointed usually.
no, so the parking lot and the buses, those are central, kind of the center of town center is what they call it. That's where all that is. So we always go when you're coming out of the parking garage into Disney Springs. We always go right towards all the stuff we like.
Yeah.
And then by
We
the
come
time we
out.
do that shopping, we walk all the way back. My body
We're just
can't
like that.
really, my body can't handle the walking anymore.
Mhm.
So it's like, I need to go sit, I need to go rest. And then the kids are usually just being pills.
Yeah.
So,
Well, it's
because, that's not
we
entertaining
come
for
out
them.
always by like the World Disney, like right next to the Polite Pig, which is another good restaurant. I like that one. But
I
like,
don't, it's not very gluten free friendly.
but like we always come out. That's where we park, just because it's easier to end at World of Disney, and Yeah, it's just like going past there. It's just like, oh my God,
Yeah.
it's so far.
But all four of us together can only handle so much shopping at one time. So
You have a limit?
my body has a limit.
You're like, I don't have a limit. My body has a limit.
Yeah. My brain doesn't have a limit.
This mortal coil.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I still like the co-op, even though it's changed. I
I
still
like
like
the co-op too.
I still like going in it.
The co-op is also where you can get like the dress shop dresses and kind of like the nicer kitchenwares.
Yeah, we've bought quite a few things from the kitchen area.
We have. I love the stuff we've gotten there.
They
for
still
the
have like an
kitchen.
art section though. There's still like lithographs and stuff that they usually.
Oh yeah.
It's
They
not
do.
like-
Like it's kind of mixed in with other stuff that it correlates to.
Yeah.
But I don't like how.
Yeah, it's like there's a panel of like this with like other clothing or something like that. It's not like its own section anymore.
And that's what I was saying.
What were you saying?
I don't like. Okay, so the marketplace co-op is connected to Trendy, which is just a clothing store.
That's
subtle Disney.
trendy.
Like you can get like your Lily Pulitzer there. That's Disney themed
I
and
don't know what that is.
other stuff. But there's the little walkway that's connecting the stores. You know, that's part of the co-op. That used to be where they would put the art,
Mhm.
and now it's like dog stuff.
It's dog
like
stuff,
like
yeah.
pet stuff. And I'm just like, I don't know. I mean, you know, we have a dog. We love animals, but it's just why is this taking up so much
It
space,
is
and
taking up
why
a lot.
why do you have this much space
Yeah.
dedicated to it?
I
And
agree.
but the store is also gosh, what's it called? D-Tech.
Yeah,
They also
like,
have the
phone,
D-Tech.
like case stuff.
Yeah,
right
where you can go and like design your phone case, watch band,
there. Beeper holder.
yeah, like all that stuff there.
More importantly, they do have a Mr. Toad's
Mm-hmm.
Wild Ride car.
Yeah, they brought that in for the 50th, and it's still there. Yeah,
I don't think it's going anywhere. They're like, just leave it.
I hope it doesn't go anywhere. It's fun.
Yeah, I know. That's like, I'm like, yep, keep it.
Yeah, and it also, having just gone to Disneyland earlier this year and riding Mr. Toad's there, like, holy crap, those things are small. Like the ones at Disney World, I didn't realize how much bigger they made them.
Yeah.
But I mean, I know that like, I think it was for that one and for Peter Pan, they actually had to like make them bigger because the average American size got so much bigger.
I mean, not shocking.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Where else? We know the
I
biggest
do
flagship.
not like the toy store.
What's the toy store? That's so generic what you just said. Is it called the toy store?
It has the word toy in it. Let me look up.
Where are you talking? Like the one next to World of Disney?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what that's called. It's not like toys. It's like the toys you'd see at Santa's workshop that no one wants, like wooden things.
Well, when you walk in, the store is so like dank and dark
Dang.
and small, and it's just very underwhelming and kind of gross. I don't
You
know.
make it sound like the seedy underbelly of like down the Springs. You're just like, oh, don't go in there. It's Diagon.
It's like-
it's Nocturne Alley.
Okay, so like if we're doing comparison, like
Cones don't come here.
all the other shops are like Target. This is you've walked into Kmart
Oh,
or TJ Maxx. Take your pick.
another TJ Maxx hater.
I hate TJ. Once Upon a Toy. That's what it is.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, the flagship would obviously be World of Disney.
Yeah. It's like Once Upon
Which used to be a lot better when it was compartmentalized
yeah,
more.
that's a different episode. But Once Upon a Toy, it's like all that stuff is already in World of Disney. Why not clear that store out and do something different with it?
I mean, maybe make that like your a retro store, kind of like how they did that in the
Yeah.
like beginning of like Magic Kingdom.
Mhm.
Do a retro store. That'd be fun.
That'd be fun.
Anything.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stores like so the stores there. Disney owns. How many of those stores are just Disney? You think?
Oh, very few.
It's like not that many, right?
Yeah, ever since
It's
the
like the ones we just
redesign,
mentioned. I think.
it's mostly the marketplace side, I feel like, and then maybe a few on the other
I think
end.
like the ones we just named are the Disney specific ones, and then
Mhm.
most of the ones are not after that,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
The majority.
Which you can just go anywhere for those. I mean, there's not that many Tommy Bahama's, but like it's like a mall. It's an outdoor mall.
Yeah. But I will say, so they do have like a Sephora and a Mac store, and it has been nice.
Was that
Like
place called Hush or Rush or
Lush.
Lush? That's
Lush.
it.
And
Hush.
it is kind of nice that they do have some of these stores there, because like there have been times where like especially on the trips by myself, I get there and I'm like, oh, I forgot
everything.
I forgot my eye makeup remover. I forgot this. And it's like, okay, I'm just going to go to Disney Springs real quick to the store, get what I need super fast.
Real Quick doesn't exist in Disney.
It does not, but you know, it's easier than trying to leave property and go somewhere. Or
Let's go back to the World Disney, because that's like the biggest store, I think, in the whole place. How does that rank on your like stores here?
so,
It's pretty much everything.
you know, it is so overwhelming now. I do not like open concept.
Yeah.
I don't. I like compartmentalized.
Which it used to be way.
Yes,
Way
and
more.
and it's like, okay, I know I've been to this section because this section's labeled jewelry, and I've been in here, and I know I've been to this one that's labeled men's, you know, and women's and stuff, and it wasn't overwhelming, honestly. But you know, I think it's just also too, Disney as a whole has gotten way more crowded than it used to
Well,
be
it's like
back
if
when
you-
it was
if you go during the
compartmentalized.
week in the middle of the day, it's probably fine.
I don't know, like I
Is
remember.
it still busy?
Okay, let's think about, okay, two times. One is when we were taking like a lazy morning. I was like, I want to go to Disney Springs, and I went there by myself, and you kept the kids in the room,
Oh yeah.
and I did some shopping, and it was fine. But around like 10, 11 a.m., it started getting busy. And then there was a
Why 10?
time
That's weird.
on,
Wait, how early did you go?
I got there like right at opening, like 9 a.m.
You got up and got dressed at 9 a.m. and went there?
You said it was the only way I could go do it by myself.
I don't remember that.
So I did it. And
How come you can't do that for the parks?
I don't know. I don't have, you know, there was a lot of 50th
Wow.
stuff that I hadn't seen yet
All right,
that I wanted to get.
continue.
Anyways, then it was when we went back in last February, and we stayed the night in Orlando, and we got up the next morning, but weren't going to have the stroller until like noon or something. So we
oh yeah. We were there.
we rope dropped Disney Springs.
Oh, we
World
did
of
rope drop
Disney.
World of
Yeah.
Disney, didn't we?
Yeah, we were like some of the first people in the store.
Oh, that was wild. I forgot about that.
But remember how
We made one. That's the first rope drop I ever went to.
yeah, and I mean, and that was a Saturday. But remember how quickly it picked up
Oh yeah, it was.
and got
it was
busy very fast.
Well, you gotta think like if someone's just going shopping or something like that, not going to the parks on a Saturday, it's gonna be packed.
Yeah,
So Saturday and Sunday, I'm sure it's always packed there.
yeah, especially like locals, anyways. You know, it's a great place to go eat.
Yeah.
You know?
Get some of that Earl sandwich.
I'm sure if we lived there, we would probably spend like,
Oh, we'd be eating at Epcot all the time. Are you kidding me? We'd just go to like lunch at Epcot and just leave.
yeah. But I
We'll
mean,
ride Spaceship Earth, then leave.
but remember what like our little not necessarily a tradition, but our little routine was like on Saturdays, like
Before we left,
before the pandemic was, you know.
get our Earl sandwich.
No, like I'm talking about like at home. Olivia would go to ballet, then we'd go to the mall, get Chick-fil-A,
Oh, yeah. You're
go to
talking
the
about-
Disney store, walk
You're
around the
talking about,
mall
like,
and
there. I was like,
everything.
yeah.
So, I mean, I feel like if we lived there, we would fall back into a routine like that and just like, we're going to go walk around Disney Springs,
Yeah.
you know, on a Saturday.
Oh, you know, we wouldn't waste our time in Springs. We would go to the
Probably
park.
not. Yeah.
We would just be like, oh, we're going to Epcot today.
No, if we were locals, we probably wouldn't touch the parks on the weekends.
No, I think you underestimate you. Like, I think you'd still be like, which park are we going to today? You go the whole time.
Wouldn't be able to have a job.
Just be like one of those crazy like people that would just be there all the time.
Let me bring my laptop into the park and
Club
Do my work from
33,
here.
working like doing your laptop job from Club 33.
oh man, if only we had a Club 33 membership.
I mean, what's it? Okay, now I'm gonna rack my brains now for like actual stores we go into because I'm like, we hit like 4 stores in my
You know what
Head.
store really bothers me?
the left-handed store.
Yes, and I'm sorry if that offends anyone. It's a little kiosk, but
I feel like it's a Simpsons joke. The Leftorium.
It's just like, what? Why? And it's been there forever.
I seriously think it's. There's a Simpsons episode with that, and I feel like it's a joke now.
I don't know.
I don't know what left-handed scissors are. Just turn them around.
I don't know. I feel like Disney Springs is more for food, though.
Well, I mean, the other side definitely. Like,
Mhm.
I mean, there's some like boutique shopping, but like it's a lot of food.
Yeah, you do have a lot of boutique stores.
Yeah, and what's Gideon's is the one that's like that,
The bakery.
The bakery is
that's-
like that's
yeah.
like the line is insane.
Ooh, one store I love, absolutely love. Do you know it?
Joffrey's,
Yes, but no.
the gluten-free bakery.
That said store.
Oh, store. World of Disney.
Basin.
Yep,
I love Basin.
that's the one I was thinking of, not Lush. That one,
Oh, yeah.
the soap store, and like
Yeah.
the smells and stuff.
Yeah, I love that one. I usually stock up
Is that
there
still
like
there?
once a year. Yeah, yeah. And they have it in the Grand Floridian too.
Yeah, that's the one.
Mm,
I thought I thought that was Lush for some reason.
yeah.
I know it's not that.
And you get your discount there too for being an annual pass holder at DVC.
You get your discount at a lot of like
Yeah,
Earl
you're-
Sandwich gives it to
You're
you.
you're obviously going to get your discount at like all of the Disney owned stores, but there are a lot of stores too that if you mention, or just ask like, do you do annual pass holder or DVC discounts, or Disney Visa, or
Yeah, they'll have affiliations with a lot of
Yeah.
those restaurants and stuff. So.
yeah, it's probably part of the contract.
Yeah,
you know,
like because I remember at Earl of Sandwich they always give you like at least like a
Mhm.
10% discount I think on food.
yeah.
So don't ever forget that.
And Joffrey's, I don't know if
Joffrey's.
I don't know if they do it on the drinks at this when you're actually in the store, but on the merchandise you get like 20% off if you're D23 gold.
I'm trying to think of other stores on the other side that we used to go to, and it was just like the Star Wars and Marvel ones, the only ones I can think of. Was there anything else?
I remember there was one store we went to a long time ago
The Vinylmation. Rest in peace,
that had like the
Vinylmation.
Doonies and stuff, but that was so long ago, and I don't think it's there
Where
anymore.
was that?
I don't know, the other side.
Doonies at Springs?
Oh yeah, they put them there. They're mostly in Trendy now.
I don't remember that. I remember seeing them in Trendy, yeah. Whenever I would like sneak and buy ones for you, it'd usually be in like in the resorts.
Well, that's easier for you to do.
It's easy to do there because like I couldn't do it in the parks.
Well, you're also the one who like gets up and gets everybody breakfast, and I'm in the room.
So
with
it was a lot
kids.
easier to sneak
Yeah.
it around and do that. I only remember doing that at Contemporary and maybe one other place though. But it is way better to choose it rather than ordering it.
Oh yeah, because you never know what pattern you're gonna
Oh
get.
my god, I didn't realize how different those were.
Yeah, they're very different.
If anyone needs like advice, like you go to look at those in person. Like they are different.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get very bad placement of some of those like patterns. It's kind of like terrible because I was like, oh, some of these are terrible,
Terrible.
terrible. Anyways, and imperfections. So,
Yeah.
but like I cannot think of more stores that we actually go into because the other side is mainly a lot of food and shops that we are like way too expensive that I don't want to go into. I mean, Tommy B has some awesome shirts, obviously.
Now there is, if you are I can't remember if it's a Disney Visa card holder or an annual pass holder, but next to like the guest services is a place where you can go and get photo pass pictures done with different backgrounds. And I did that back in April when I had to,
Wait, where you used to get like where we'd have to get our
Yeah,
gift card filled,
yeah,
like
yeah.
that place.
So yeah, that means it's Disney Visa then.
Yeah, it was Disney Visa because that's like
Yeah,
we had to
but
go
they have, like,
specifically there
this,
to
like-
fill a gift card.
This backdrop, and so I had to be down in Orlando for a conference, and the AVP that I went with, like, when I was like, let's just go to Disney Springs, and we'll get dinner there and everything. And so we went and we just walked around like for a few hours, and we stopped there and we got pictures together. It was fun.
I never knew that was there.
Yeah, we have some pirate themed ones. And
I
then
always thought that was
some-
for something else for some reason, like the picture station. Because now I can see it in my head. I just didn't know what that was for.
They used to do characters there, I feel like, or maybe I'm misremembering.
Oh man, the Ghirardelli place when you pass by it. Oh my gosh, the best smell.
Ghirardelli.
What did I say? Ghirardelli? Is that
Yeah.
wrong?
I don't know. I've always heard Ghirardelli.
Well, then I might not be wrong then.
I don't know.
Gira Deli has the best smell when you walk by it. Oh man, I can smell it right now. I don't know. Do you have any final thoughts? Because I don't really have any others that I like. Art of Disney, Co-op, World of Disney. Those are the only ones I usually want to hit.
I'm just looking at like the
There's
list of
tons.
stores,
There's so many more that we don't
and
know.
it's all
there.
like really hoity-toity stores.
Yeah, a lot of them are very like much like that's too rich for my blood, or like I'm not gonna wear that.
Yeah, what we call hoity-toity. I mean,
We're not very fancy.
we're not.
I mean, I'd rather buy like I'm in it for the artsy fartsy stuff.
Yeah, this is the thing. It's just like
we're
it's
very
so
cultured. If you look at this room, we'll have to put it. We need to do our vlog for this room so
Yeah.
people can understand what the hell we're talking about. But
I mean, it's just like some of these stores, like who's going here? But at the same time, the
the Leftorium,
Disney Springs is not just for Disney guests. You know,
yeah, and
it's for all
it's
of
like
Orlando.
an outdoor mall. Basically, it's a giant outdoor
Yeah.
mall.
That's
It's very
what I look
nice.
at
It's very pleasant. Like there's covered
Ooh,
places.
you know what
you
I
can
like?
Drink. What do you like?
the Spice and Tea Exchange that's connected to
I don't
Earl
know.
of Sandwich.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know what that
Yeah.
is.
I love that store.
Do you?
I do. I go in there whenever I can.
What are your final thoughts on this? You know, for some place that has like more of the stores, we certainly don't go into that many. Now that we've
Well,
talked about
because
it,
it's like
we've broken it down. We're like,
I don't
creatures
know.
of habit. Well, we're not going to go to a non-Disney store as much, you know?
Like I
it's
don't
like-
need to go to Coach.
Well, like those stuff,
Chapel
you can just
hats.
go online for a lot of those things anyways.
You can, and there's like a Corksicle store, which I love Corksicle brand.
They have a cool Darth Maul that just came out.
But like you can a lot of times go online and get Corksicle for cheaper
Way cheaper.
than doing that,
It's
even
like-
with the 20%.
It's like 40
off.
or $50 there. It's like $20 on Amazon.
Yeah, it's like you had said, like, oh, I like this. Was it Captain
It
America
was
or
the
Spider-Man?
Captain America one was really nice.
Captain
it's like
America
a really nice dark blue.
Like Jed's like $50, and
I
then
was like,
like check on Amazon, it's like 30.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's like it's like half the price usually.
But Corksicle's great. It is. I like those cups a lot.
The Darth Maul one that just came out is really, really cool. Just so you know,
Like a few months ago.
that was a few months ago.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not
been
up,
out for a while.
I'm not up to date on like when Corkscrow releases stuff. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I am.
How dare you? Darth Maul's the best.
I mean, okay. So what's your best and worst?
My favorite is Art of Disney. It's always been the Art of Disney there.
Mhm.
It's the one place I'm like, I have to go in here because I just love being in there. There's so many things still that I'm like, I wish they had some of the stuff they used to have, like more signs. They got rid of like almost every one of them. Worst, I don't know. There's so many stores there that I just don't even know.
But no store offends you.
No store offends me like the Leftorium or whatever like that. I don't think I'm gonna be like, oh, I hate that. I think the Co-op used to be a lot better. I think Art of Disney used to be a lot better. I think
It all used to be a lot better.
yeah. I mean,
It goes back to what we've talked about, that there's
I'm
no
trying to-
uniqueness anymore.
there's like the pin trader place, like cause like they go hard into some of these like Vinylmations and pin trading. Pin trading is still around.
Yeah, pin trading is still a big
Vinylmation
thing.
kind of just died
Mhm.
because they just kept saturating the market with like the same thing over and over. Like this is Mach 4 Iron Man. I'm like, this looks the same, and they're like, this is Parks
Well, no,
Mickey. And you're like, what?
What really brought it down was when they started doing like, this is like high school characters, not even like, you know, like
It's just
high school
nonsense.
musical characters or anything. It's just like, or like, these are monsters. And
Yeah, it was just like
It
it was just
was
nonsense, and you're just like, these kind of suck. There's still a few that I'm like that are out there that I'm like, oh, I want that one. There's like some Roger Rabbit ones I see every once in a while. I'm like, oh, that's cool.
yeah.
Or like Sam Eagle or something like that, like Muppet
Yeah, but
ones.
we just don't really have a place to put them anymore.
Yeah, because I found those display cases that were like shot glass display cases that work perfectly, but I'm just like
For
I'm not-
Vinylmation.
Yeah, for Vinylmation they fit perfectly. But I'm still like just like I don't know where to put these. They're downstairs.
I
in
thought
the
we were
base-
talking about pins.
Oh, the pins are even harder to like. I mean, there's that one. I'm like staring at one right now, but like we have
Just a cork board.
yeah, it's just like a cork board that you kind of covers. But like I don't know, we need to figure out because we have a ton of pins still that like just don't ever see the light of day. I'm like,
buying them.
you keep buying it. Well, for a time, like anything that was like Haunted Mansion or Roger Rabbit or Muppets, I feel like we would buy.
Yeah.
Like that was it. It was just like if it was but now I'm just like I don't know. I can't justify it.
Yeah.
I still like some, but I'm just like I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. Like stuff in here, it's easy to display.
Well, and like I
Well, you
like.
got that. There's one right there that you got that actually came in a display case. The Muppet set of like Haunted Mansion
Oh yeah,
that actually came in a display case, which was like perfect because it's on the wall now.
yeah.
But like
I will say one good way to display your pens too is
bags.
yes, Heroes and Villains creates bags.
Well, people
That-
flip for yours that you have like of like the Ahsoka ones.
Well, yeah. So I have like a Heroes and Villains Ahsoka bag that has like a pen section with like the clear plastic over it, so you
So it's
can
not going to fall
display
off.
the pens.
I'm always worried they're going to fall, and I just don't know
Yeah,
it.
I would not suggest putting them on a bag that is not going to cover it unless you use like one of the anchor packings.
Even those I would just don't
But
trust.
anyways, you know, now that I've seen to like how good pins can look, like especially with, like my big Ahsoka one I have and my Hera and
Well, these
all
isn't
these,
Disney.
they're
though.
not Disney. No, they're
These are
Etsy,
Etsy. Yeah,
and they're amazing. And it's just like then you see like the Disney Star Wars one. It's just like
they're so expensive.
the Etsy ones are, yeah,
Well, they're all expensive for what they are. They just keep going up in price.
yeah. Well, you know,
You know.
the economy and all.
Oh, do the economy and all. Final thoughts.
Well, so my best and worst. God, not even gonna let me do mine.
Well, that was so far long ago. What are your best and worst, babe?
Worst is Once Upon a Toy. I hate that
Oh,
store.
not the Leftorium. Okay. Cinderella story there coming from behind, going even
You
deeper.
know, the Leftorium at least has daylight.
Okay,
Like-
so you're going by like the vibe from it is even worse. The other one's just a kiosk. It's not even like it's a cart.
Right.
It's not even a store.
It gets some nice natural light. Once Upon a Toy is just disgusting.
I don't think I've ever been in there.
Oh, you should go. It's bad.
No, I'm not going
it's
in there.
bad.
If it's like this, no. It's
Just
gonna
walk in there. Oh, last time I went in there too, it smelled like mildewy. You know, I don't know.
Stop. You're selling
bad.
it. Selling it more.
It is.
Let's go. It's
bad.
gonna be the best store.
Oh, there is one store that when I was with my AVP that she had us go into because her son
The Goofy Candy
likes
store.
it. No, it's like one of the huge stores when you first come out of the parking garage that has like all the Disney shirts and everything for super cheap, and it's like a 2-level store or something.
Alvin's. It's just one of those like Alvin stores with all the. You can get a hermit crab here.
I feel like it starts with an
Somehow
M.
that's there.
This was like the first time I had ever
I'm not sure
walked
what you're
into
talking
it.
about. Oh, is it all bright and like it has like everything?
Yeah.
That went, yeah, I don't know what that's called.
All right, I don't know what it's called.
Good luck. I'm like, if you look at the list of that shit, I'm like, I don't know what anything is.
I feel like it has Asian characters.
Yeah, it does, but I don't know
Yeah.
what it's called.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called either.
All right, what's your favorite store though? You hate a lot of stores. What do you like? I'm curious about this one actually. I don't think you like anything. It's the Christmas store, isn't it? The Christmas store is your favorite.
I do love the Christmas store, but I don't think it's that. I think it might be the Star Wars trading.
The trading place.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that one's it because I love just seeing Star Wars stuff, anyways,
Yeah.
and that one's not going to disappoint me like the others do.
I think it could still disappoint me.
I mean, it's disappointing sometimes when they don't have
Any
anything,
store can
like,
disappoint
yeah.
me.
I think after that it'd be World of Disney.
Okay. I feel like I buy the most stuff I've bought is from art, but I don't buy that much stuff.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
I'm not a Sue buyer here.
it would be art if it was art from the past. You know, like
like what they used to have that we
yeah,
already
like
bought.
10 years ago.
Like so everything we've already bought.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just better
They have a ton of Jim Shores in there.
that
It's
I
like the
all
one place-
own.
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah. Well, most of the ones in here you can't get anymore.
That's true, and
We've got all the stretching portraits now. We finally bought all those.
we're also just kind of out of space.
Okay. Final thoughts. You would much rather shop in a park than Disney Springs, right?
Yes,
Because it's all Disney.
yes, I would
At
1,000.
at Springs, it's like, I feel like it's 10% Disney.
I would 1,000% rather shop in a park than at Disney Springs.
Is it your least favorite shopping area? Of like so we're going resorts next
You know, it's just not the same.
because it's not in
It's
a
not the
resort.
same because it's like of like what it used to be. Like the feeling of shopping at Disney Springs used to be like very exciting, and like I mean it'd be, you know, we'd go to the parks, and then once the parks closed we'd go over to Disney Springs and get like a margarita and walk around and shop. And
Yeah.
I know like having kids changed that.
Well,
but
also,
like
when them opening
then
it
when
up,
the whole thing changed,
when they
it
open the whole thing
was-
up, as you said, 150 new vendors. Like none of those are Disney.
Yeah.
It's not Disney
Yeah.
stuff. And it's like there is an
And we also-
exclusivity that we talk about. It's like these are things you can only get here, not
Yeah.
necessarily online. And now it's just a bunch of Rego stores.
Yeah. And you know, like it used to be too, like whenever like our last day, we would go to Disney Springs, do a little shopping.
Get food and
We
leave.
would eat at El Pollo Loco,
Oh man.
and
I
I'd
miss
get
that place.
my gluten-free bakery stuff,
Yeah.
and
Or
then we'd
Earl of
go.
Sandwich. Like that was the other
Earl
one.
of Sandwich was the one we'd
Get
eat.
the
when
Cobb salads.
Earl of Sandwich is what we'd eat when we got there.
Yeah. Well, sometimes before
Like,
we left, too,
at the beginning of the trip.
we get that Cobb salad.
Yeah. But I mean, I think it's just partially
I forgot about El Pollo Loco.
Disney Springs is harder with the kids.
Because they want everything.
They want everything. They whine when they don't get everything. There's
An
just so much
alternative Veruca salt.
chaos happening around us that is just it's high stress. And again, you know, there's only so much shopping they can handle before
They
they're
crash and they
whiny
get
and
whiny. 'Cause
pitching
it's
a
hot.
fit. It's hot or it's late, you know. And
They're not in the stroller usually because if it's the last day or something like that, we don't have the stroller
Yeah.
anymore. They're just like, oh, I
Well,
hate
I'm not
walking.
even talking
I'm
about that. They're fine with that.
like, I don't know. They hate walking.
It's just
Well, also having a stroller there is a nightmare. I
Disney
hate it.
Springs is become too chaotic.
Yeah, it's too many people.
Yeah. So I would definitely rather shop in the parks or shop at resorts.
This town needs an enema.
And it's just, you know, that the Emporium at Magic Kingdom is going to have World of Disney vibes for the crowd levels.
Yeah.
But
And it's also compartmentalized. That one's like in sections, like
yeah,
in store
which
sections.
I do like.
Yeah.
But then you're just like, I can go over to Star Traders. That's going to have
Mhm.
pretty much the same stuff and no crowds.
Yeah. True. Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just like there's alternatives in each park.
I think
You know,
I think
if
it
a
is a
store's
lot of
too
it to
busy or
do with like the
something.
amount of people that are there. It's
Yeah.
just so hard to like maneuver there now. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gotten overwhelming.
Well, take us home.
There is a great, big, pretty okay tomorrow.
And it's shining at the end of every day.